Hello folks, today we will see how to install the Keil ARM IDE and explore some of the important features of this IDE. To install this Keil ARM IDE, you need to download this MDK400 software. I have given the link in the description box to download this file. After downloading, you will be getting this file. Double click on this file. Click on yes here. And in this window, click on next. And now it will ask for I agree all the terms and conditions of the company. Click on this radio button. Click on next. And it will ask for the destination folder where the Keil has to be installed. Let it be the default path. Click on next. And here it will ask for the company name, first name and last name, and your email ID. Give the first name like HFL, last name, and the proper email ID. I have given it as hfl@gmail.com. Click on next. It will start installing in the destination folder you have selected. Once the installation is complete, you will get this window. Here just click on finish. So you will get the icon Keil Microvision 4 as a result of completion of this installation process. So coming to the exploration of some of the important features of this IDE, just double click on this icon. It will open up this window to you. In this, you can create a new project or you can open an existing project. Let me open an existing project. So this is the project we have, and this is the assembly file we have linked to our project. Now you can modify the options for the target one by right clicking on this target one. Select option for target one. You will get this window where you can go to the device tab. You can see the different devices available and already selected device for our target project. So we have selected LPC2148, which has got these specifications, and most importantly it has got 512 KB of on-chip flash ROM and has also got 32 kilobytes of internal RAM. So let us see more about this. So where actually this 32 kilobytes of RAM can be located, let us see. Go to the target tab here, and you can see here the read-write memory areas. Here the tick marked IRAM1, which starts with the starting address as 0x40000000. This is the starting address of our 32 kilobytes of internal RAM. So the total space is 32 kilobytes. In hexadecimal it is 0x8000. Let us verify this. In the calculator, go to programmer. In hexadecimal, it says 800. I'm sorry. In hexadecimal, 800. In decimal, it is 32,768. Can you verify again? Just by dividing it by 1024. It is 32 kilobytes. So this 32 kilobytes of space starts from this location. So we can make use for storing any manipulated data in this location. So after this, let us explore some of the other tabs of this window. If you go to the output window, here we have the option debug information, create hex file, and browse information. By default, create hex file will not be selected. You can select this to create the hex file. So I have tick marked it. Let me click on OK. Let me show the resultant file to you. Click on OK. Now if I save and build it, you will get in the output window the message showing creating hex file and 0 errors, 0 warnings. So our hex file is created. Let me show you the created hex file in the destination folder. It will be created with the name EXPT2 for my project. You can search for the hex files. As you can see, I have one hex file which is EXPT2. You can open this up by double clicking on this. You can see this is the hex file for our project, and this follows the Intel format of creating the hex file. So more about this we will see in the another video. Coming back to the other features of this Heal IDE, we have other tabs like listing, which creates or gives the option for creating the list file, users, the programming language details, assembly files, linker, debug, and utilities. So these options can be set to the default state. In the debug tab, you can select either use simulator or the connected hardware to our computer. So if you have connected a target processor, you can select the debugger or the JTAG. Right now we are using this IDE for simulation purpose, so you can select use simulator and click on OK. So this sets off the environment for simulation. So guys, today we have seen how to install the Keil ARM IDE, and we have explored some of the important features of this IDE for developing an application for embedded systems. Hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.